I was out grazing the goats, and as I walked to this bee yard, it's almost August. I was quite shocked because I've got a couple of swarms going into my bait nukes, even underneath these empty boxes here. Got swarms, and I've got scouts checking out more bait nukes. Still got scouts everywhere. So I've got a swarm up here somewhere, and it's got a lot of multiple queens in it, and they're looking for a new bunch of homes to multiply. And I'm real glad. And just a couple days ago, lucky for me and the bees, I got another bait nuke filled. That was a failure trying to fill a swarm that I had the other day. Every time I would try to put it in the box, it'd fly back out again a few minutes later. I just couldn't seem to get the queen. But everything seems to be doing okay right now on these bees. I couldn't super them because I had the worst drought ever. I mean, it's bad. We haven't had rain. Look at this. This is dust. Look at that dust. And it's been like that all year, just choking dust. Oh man. Anyhow, I supered a few of the hives, which was stupid because there's no nectar for them. And see, it doesn't matter about room or anything. They're going to be doing this conglomerating on the outside of the hive, whether you got a lot of boxes and ventilation or whatever. Because see, I've got screen bottom boards on this. The only thing that's going to stop that is me feeding them. There's no feed. So they got nothing better to do. All the foragers, they just hang out on the outside of the hive hoping for rain. And sometimes they'll washboard back and forth. But right now they're not doing it. Washboarding means they move up and down in a... Here's washboarding for you. These are washboarding. They're just sort of moving up and down like they're washing clothes. They call that washboarding. And it's because they have nothing to do. There's no nectar. And when they don't have anything to do, they're a little more aggressive than normal. And like if you lose a queen and she stops laying eggs, all the nurse bees have nothing to do, and the only job there is a foraging job. Uh-oh. They're aggressive. The reason being, they have sorry, nothing to do but be warriors. Oh my god. This is not funny. Might beat everybody else, but ouch. That's 3 stings. Anyhow, don't want to be too close to them right now because they don't have anything to do. Want to calm them down, I could feed them. And I like to open feed. About, well, I guess it's about an eighth of a mile away. I open feed them. And then they all go out and do that, and then they come back and they're all not washboarding or anything while I'm doing it. There's my little turkey. She's a baby girl, and we hatched her out of an incubator because her mother died, and there's only 2 boy turkeys and 1 girl left. She's real tame. Her name is Venus, or Venus flytrap, because she catches flies all the time. She runs around catching flies. Hey Venus, what you doing? Good girl. What you want? What you want? See, she's super tame. They're all super tame. And this duck, kayakers and canoers shot all the ducks behind the house. As soon as the kayak season comes, they do that. And this is the last duck I've got, and I'm not gonna do ducks anymore because I'm tired of watching them die. But since he doesn't have anyone else, and they're flock animals, they're gregarious, he hangs around with the turkeys because he's got nothing else to do. It's pretty sad. Anyway, I'm going to show you some deer in a second eating Japanese stiltgrass. Hold on. Well, they're too far away to see. They're running away already. they're kind of scared because the hunter, he bulldozed the land over to the right of me, and he's over there right now. So they're not letting me get close to them because he has a bow and arrow, and they shoot bows and arrows at him, and it takes them a long time to die from a bow and arrow. She has a baby. I don't know if you can even see that from here. It's so far away. She has a little baby. The baby's still there, but she's running off. Hey, babies. But they're eating Japanese stiltgrass. They love it. All my animals love Japanese stiltgrass. Run, baby. Yeah, I don't have a very good camera. It's just a phone. But everybody's shy right now. Hey, girls. See, it's August and they still have their spots. The fawns still have their spots. It'll be August soon, I mean, in a week. But they'll be killing them with bows pretty quick. One of those was one of our bottle-fed bucks. They found the buck as a baby, and it had ticks in its eyes, and its mother had been run over, and so they let us take care of it. And we gave it goat's milk and raised it. Okay, girls, we're going back. Come on. Anyway, we're going back. Piper, going back. That's my garden. I gotta grow certain things because this year, since the drought, the deer have been eating a lot of my stuff. They've been eating my okra leaves and stuff like that, and they're welcome to it. They haven't been bothering my muscadines or my potatoes or my blackberries or my tomatoes, but when it's dry like this, they've got to have what they got to have. And I was hand watering the okra, so it was really tender, and they loved that. Go on, girls, you can have the garden. Anyway, that's the garden right over there. Come on, everybody, skidoo, let's get back. Normally I don't have anything eaten in the garden from the deer. They just leave it alone since I put a small fence around it. And I can hang a pie tin up, and that's all that's needed. But this year is the exception, and everything's having it rough. But their biologists that are in charge of the hunting, they don't even care. They don't care if there's no mass crop. They don't care if there's any kind of droughts. The hunting stays the same quotas, or it actually increases. It's all about the money. There's no research done. They just use multiplication for numbers. Like if they see one alligator, they multiply it by 4, because I've seen them saying that on YouTube. And that's not right. If you see one alligator, then that means that's all there is in that area. You don't multiply it. Anyhow, they don't know what they're doing. They're not educated. They're just in there because their relatives are in there. And they're all hunters. Every game warden I know of is an animal hunter, believes that their God has put them here to exterminate animals, and that animals wouldn't exist without human exterminators, which is absolutely stupid, because the best areas are areas where they don't hunt. I'm the only place around here that's got any animals because I don't hunt them. And everybody's on my perimeters, shooting what comes over the fences. That's how it really is. Anyway, and they tell you that deer don't eat Japanese stiltgrass and that horses and goats don't eat it, and they sure do. Like, here's proof. My goats, this is their residence over here. This side of the fence is their residence. There's no Japanese stiltgrass at all. There's just all kinds of different plants. And over here there's Japanese stiltgrass and all kinds of different plants. Now, wild hogs have rooted up this ground and rototilled it pretty bad. And that makes pretty good seed bed, because we planted clover here. Now the clover will sprout up. Anyway, I guess I've been too long-winded.